Hello, welcome back to Mapping Your Rediscovery Journey Through Travel. This is part 4 of our 5-part series. And today we're talking about place, not as a checklist, but as a mirror. Because the right destination doesn't distract you, it reflects you. My name is Brunilda, and this is Mrs. Me Time, a space created especially for women 50 plus and beyond who are navigating the next chapter of life with courage, curiosity, and a desire for more. Here at Mrs. Me Time, we talk about things that don't always get said out loud, like reinvention, boundaries, rest, joy, travel, and most importantly, connection. This channel is about helping women reconnect with themselves and with others as they evolve into who they're becoming now and not who they used to be. In earlier episodes, we talked about permission, clarity, and mapping your journey without overwhelm. Now we ask a softer question. Where does your spirit breathe most easily? I want to share 3 types of destinations every woman over 50 should experience, not because they're trendy, but because they support rediscovery in different ways. You don't need all 3 at once. You only need the one that matches where you are right now. So let's get right into it. Destination 1, a water-centered place for emotional reset. There is something ancient about water. Water quiets the nervous system. It lowers the volume of the world. It reminds us to soften. A water-centered destination might be a beach, a river cruise, a seaside retreat or lakeside retreat, a coastal town where mornings are slow and evenings are quiet. This type of place is ideal if you feel emotionally tired, overstimulated, if you're in need of rest rather than answers. Here, rediscovery doesn't come from doing, it comes from being. Sitting by the water gives you permission to pause without guilt, to think without forcing conclusions, to let emotions surface and settle naturally. This is often the right first trip for a long season of caregiving, working, or holding everything together. Destination 2, a cultural, rich, walking city for mental reawakening. This second type of destination invites curiosity back online. A cultural rich walking city, think historic streets, local cafes, museums, markets, and architecture that gives you gentle stimulation without pressure. This type of place is perfect if you feel mentally foggy, disconnected from curiosity, like part of you has kind of gone quiet. Walking cities encourage exploration at your own pace. You can stop when you want, rest when you need, engage only as deeply as you feel right. Culture reminds you that life is layered, that stories exist outside of your own, that your inner world still responds to beauty, history, and conversation. Rediscovery here sounds like, I forgot how much I enjoyed this. Destination 3, a nature-immersed sanctuary of deep listening. The third destination type is the quietest and often the most transformative. A nature-immersed sanctuary could be mountains, forests, deserts, eco-retreats, or wellness-centered locations. These places strip life down to the essentials. No noise, no rush, no performance. This is where clarity arrives, not because you chased it, but because you finally slowed enough to hear yourself. Nature has a way of reminding you who you are without labels. This destination is ideal for a person who's at a crossroads, releasing an old identity, or if you're preparing for a new chapter in your life. Rediscovery here feels like remembering something you already knew. Choosing based on the season of your life and not a fantasy. That's really important. Now, here's one of the most significant things to remember. You don't choose a destination based on who you used to be. You choose it based on who you are becoming. That's why the Rediscovery Travel Workbook and Coloring Trip Map is such a helpful companion. Please download it. It helps you reflect on what you're releasing, how you want to feel, your ideal pace and comfort level, and what kind of environment supports who you are now. You're not picking a place to impress anyone. You're choosing a place to support yourself. As always, I love to give you guys a gentle reminder that if at any point you think, I know I want to, what I want to feel, and I know I want to do this, but I don't want to plan this alone, that's where I come in. I help women in the Mrs. Me Time community map and book rediscovery journeys that feel calm, aligned, and supportive, whether it's water, culture, or a blend. You can always reach out and explore what kind of destination fits the season of life that you're in now. No pressure, just simple guidance. So let's get ready for our next and final episode, episode 5, where we'll talk about why now is the time, not someday. Because rediscovery doesn't wait for perfect timing. It responds to readiness. So download the workbook, let yourself imagine gently, and remember, this journey isn't about escaping your life. It's about returning to yourself within it. I'll see you in part 5. Take care.